We are Nanocon, and we are working on the rapid commercialization of 3D printed implants for highly effective sports injury treatment of the knee. On our team are entrepreneurial leads Ben Holmes and Nathan Castro, primary investigator Grace Jong, and industry mentor Dick Vogel.
So when we started iCore, I'll be honest, we were probably a little too sure of ourselves. We had done a local cohort several years ago, and since then, commercialization is something that has been on our minds. I think that we thought we would need to focus on designing a good prototype to trial for FDA approval, but when we really started to go through the process, our attention got refocused. And what we learned was not only how to get surgeons to use our device and what was important to them, but that we would need to convince the massive group of other healthcare stakeholders that a new device would be good for their hospital, and more importantly, that they should pay for it. So we talked to orthopedic surgeons at first, probably an obvious place to start. But what was really interesting was towards the end of the 7 weeks, we finally got to sit down with several of these so-called, rock star sports medicine surgeons. And these are people who use cutting-edge techniques to treat patients all the way up to the professional level. Dr. Bradley from Pittsburgh was a great one. He actually told me that he's gotten bad press because he recommended that one of the Pirates' star pitchers get put on the disabled list. Dr. Voos from the Cleveland Clinic had a similar story. Apparently, the Cleveland Dispatch published an op-ed when he first got hired about how he was too young and too inexperienced and basically just not good enough to treat the Cleveland Browns. What we learned from these surgeons is that as an early evangelist group, they're hungry to try new and innovative procedures, but they need to be willing to share in the risk with us. So they really need to be convinced of the clinical efficacy, specifically that their patients are going to recover very quickly and return to a full level of play.